You are the chosen one. Today, we're diving deep into a powerful truth on a deeper truth of a spiritual complexity and how the term chosen is seen from a different light. So bear with me because you are the chosen one. This space honors all paths of connection, healing, and family, grounding ourselves in sacred teachings as we are anchored in ancient roots, ready to rise from the soil of our past. I'm Irene Stupsky, here to guide you through stories, insights, and spiritual practices that will help you heal and rediscover your true belonging. Welcome to Angels, Adoption, and Ancestors. Your soul has been called to live during this time for a reason, and you stand in a powerful position to be the healer of your family lineage. Whether you know your birth family or you've never met them, whether you have a great relationship with them or your family and you are estranged and you're not together, you are here to break cycles, to heal, and to uplift those who came before you and to make the world a better place for those that are going to come after you. My parents always told me I was chosen, and I understand that not every adoptee resonates with this term, but for me, it laid the groundwork for a strong sense of self-belief. It wasn't just a comforting phrase or a way to feel special or bypassing the truth. It spoke to me on a deeper truth within me. This wasn't a superficial notion or how others might perceive it, but rather a reflection of a soul value, profound inner knowing. It's a part of my soul contract, something that we'll explore later on these episodes and in my new book. But when the call from Catholic Charities arrived, they were overjoyed, as many adoptive parents probably were. And I remember my dad telling me many times that the moment he saw me, he knew it was meant to be. The connection was immediate, and the energetic connectivity couldn't be denied. It was as if an invisible thread linked us together, and it does. This thread is weaving in and out of our lives into a shared tapestry from the very first moment. And I understand that's not the reality for other people, but to realize that everything in the universe is connected is to both accept our insignificance and understand our importance in it. A quote from Jeffrey Fry. The Angelic Light Council has guided me to this profound understanding after years of questioning, why am I here and where do I fit in? The answer was clear. We are not here by accident. We are placed in this specific time to play a powerful role for our family's healing. Think about it. If you've ever felt disconnected or lost or uncertain about your family connections, this is not a sign of separation, but a call to heal. You may be disconnected from your family. You may be adopted and not know your birth parents at all. Or you may feel a mix of emotions when it comes to family in general and the whole dynamic of it all. But what I've come to understand is that we are all part of a larger spiritual family, one that goes beyond biology, beyond circumstance. You are the healer. Here's the beautiful truth that I have discovered. You are the chosen one. You stand tall in this moment where you are, no longer needing to play small or stay stuck in the comfort zone of the anger or confusion. Anger itself is sacred. It shows us where our healing is needed most. But beyond that, anger is the realization that you have the power to heal the lineages of those that have come before you. Because when you heal yourself, you are healing not just you, but for your ancestors as well. And here's the magic of it all. You're also healing for the future. Whether you've chosen to have biological children or not, your healing affects the generations that come after you. There are 3 different types of families. We are connected through 2 to 3 types of families, and I'm going to explain each one real quick here. We have our biological family, the family that we're born into, and whether or not we know them, they're a part of our family. Our adoptive family, for those of us who are adopted, the family that raised us, and our energetic family, the chosen family, the people we bring into our lives who uplift, support, and love us. Together, these families create your spiritual family as a whole. So whether or not you are close to your biological or adoptive families, or you have this disconnect in relationships, where whatever relationships, you are a part of a greater spiritual inheritance. The energies of your ancestors, both the biological and the chosen, are intertwined within your soul. And you have traveled together for many lifetimes. And when you choose to heal, you are not just healing for yourself. I can't say this enough, because you are healing your entire lineage. This is the importance of what we're talking about today. The beauty is that your healing ripples out and it touches the lives of those around you, those that came before you, those who are in your life right now. Even if you're not in contact with them, you may have never met them, or you feel disconnected and distant from them. The energetic ties remain. Your ancestors are always with you, guiding you. They are part of your spiritual inheritance. And while you may never meet them physically, you are deeply connected to their journeys. As you heal, you honor them, and you pave the way for the future generations to thrive, to live fully, to love fully. You are being called to break cycles, to heal past wounds, and lead the way for future generations. How can you embrace your role as a healer for your family? Where do you begin? How do we start to answer this calling? As a divine origin soul, you carry within you this ancient, powerful key, one that opens doors to transformation. And it's not only for yourself, but it flows through you, with you, and you are uniquely positioned. You are chosen by spirit and circumstance to bridge 2 ancestral realms, your biological lineage and your adoptive lineage. And of course, your spiritual family, those that you have chosen to allow into your life. This dual inheritance, it's not a burden. It's a sacred calling to bring healing where it has not been possible before. You are here with this profound ability to dissolve limiting beliefs, unhealthy patterns, and old cycles of pain that may have persisted across generations. Being a divine origin soul is no ordinary path. The role you play transcends the seen and the unseen, and each action that you take, each choice to heal and to grow, reverberates backward and forward, impacting the lives of ancestors and future generations. When you choose to release your old wounds or to shift into love, you're rewriting the stories that are etched into both lineages. This sacred work infuses healing light into bloodlines that have lived through different times and different struggles, yet are connected through you in this lifetime. Embracing this path means acknowledging that true power lies in the freedom to heal. And when you release patterns of scarcity, fear, abandonment, or anger, you honor both the biological family who gave you life and the adoptive family who hopefully nurtured you through it. You may be the first to make these choices, to rise above, to hold compassion, and to weave a new tapestry for those around you. This act of breaking free is not only an act of courage, it is a gift that ripples outward and it uplifts all connected to you. As a general light bearer, you become the alchemist, You are turning past wounds into wisdom. You have the unique privilege of creating a new legacy, one rooted in acceptance, love, and wholeness. You're not simply a part of these families. You are the bridge that links them, carrying forward the best of both worlds and leaving behind what no longer serves your greatest good. Through your choices, you plant the seeds of light in both lineages without even thinking about it, by guiding them to a brighter, more loving existence. In this sacred role, know that you're supported by the energies and the wisdom of your Angelic Light Council and Divine Source. They are always with you. The Divine Origin Soul stands at a place of profound influence, a space of transformation where true power unfolds as you liberate yourself, and by extension, both of your families. Your presence, your courage, and your commitment to healing ignite a path for those who will walk after you. That, my dear friend, is the very heart of true power. As you walk your path, you are not just empowered to heal and grow. You are invited to step into a purpose that is so deeply rooted in the strength of your ancestors, guiding you with clarity and a power that resonates with the very core of your being. For centuries, the ancient wisdom of our ancestors has been buried and misunderstood or even suppressed. These treasures of soul belief, the codes of wisdom, light, life, and love have always existed, woven into the fabric of our existence. Yet as humanity has experienced so-called upgrades and advances, this sacred knowledge was often cast aside, feared, and even labeled as, dare I say, witchcraft, sorcery, or something unnatural. Organized religion, often led by patriarchal structures, created rules and structures that distanced us from our spiritual heritage. And in doing so, the profound wisdom of the ancients was overshadowed. But just as the light cannot be hidden forever, these ancient spiritual codes, they are rooted in love and light, and they have been slowly surfacing again and again and again over the past decades and centuries. They're whispering to us right now through our inner knowing. They're gently guiding us back to the wisdom of our ancestors. And they're reminding us that this wisdom is not new. It is eternal. It is time to unearth these codes and bring them back into the light where they belong. I call them the adoption codes, and they're about creating something new and revealing the timeless, sacred truths that were always meant for us. We are here on a deeper level for a reason. In many spiritual traditions, it's believed that the soul chose their life, circumstances, including their families before birth. Your adoption is not an accident. It is a sacred part of your soul's chosen journey. And through this spiritual work, this may shock many of you. And you have the choice to reject this thought, to reject what I'm saying. But it goes back to ancient times, and in many belief systems, hear me out before you decide, this perspective allows you to see your life from a higher vantage point, overseeing, understanding that the challenges and the blessings that you experience are a part of a divine plan designed to help you grow, to learn, and to evolve. This doesn't explain the horrific experiences that many have had, and I will address that later on. But for now, we're talking about the spiritual inheritance of adoption, and this includes our soul contracts. They're made with both our biological and our adoptive families. They're agreements made at a soul level to help all parties involved learn, grow, and heal. And as you reflect on this, imagine the moment your soul made these contracts. Feel the deep love and purpose behind these choices, knowing that they were made with the intention of guiding you toward your soul's light, your highest potential. These contracts are not about suffering or struggle. They are about growth, the transformation, and the unfolding of our soul's true essence. Now, imagine yourself in a heavenly place, a sanctuary of light and purity. The room is luminous and it's bathed in the soft, glowing white light that seems to emanate from every corner, creating an atmosphere of peace and divine presence, the Divine Mother holding you and cradling you. And in the center of this sacred space is a grand conference table surrounded by chairs that seem to be carved from the very essence of light itself. Seated around this table are the most powerful and loving beings of the universe. May I introduce the Angelic Light Council, the archangels, and other radiant light beings. Close your eyes and see yourself and the head of the table. You see the divine source, the ultimate creator and guide whose presence fills the room with an overwhelming sense of love as you take a deep breath in and exhale and feel the wisdom. Now picture yourself sitting at this table, surrounded not only by the angelic light beings, but also by the key figures who will play significant roles in your earthly journey. Breathe in. As you see on the left, your biological family whose shared bloodline carries the imprints of your past lives and all of your ancestors and your talents and your feelings and emotions. And to the right of you is your adoptive family who has chosen to walk this path alongside you with love and commitment in unknowing ways. And more than likely, they have journeyed with you through lifetimes. Once again, becoming a part of your spiritual family. Take a deep breath in as you see surrounding you your spouse, your children, your grandchildren, your in-laws, your closest friends, your colleagues, and even some influential people who will cross your path for only moments. Each of these souls has a purpose in your life. And as you begin to understand this, you realize that there are no coincidences. Every person who enters your life does so at the perfect time, guided by the wisdom of this sacred council. And as you sit in this circle of light, imagine the conversation that unfolds. The Angelic Light Council, the Divine Mother, and Divine Source, they gently guide the discussion, helping you and your families connect on a different level, to connect the dots of experiences that will shape your earthly journey. The blueprint of your life is laid out before you, not as something rigid and fixed, but as a living, breathing document. This sacred blueprint is filled with potential, woven with the threads of possibility and choice. The beauty of this blueprint lies in its flexibility. It's not written in stone. This is essential knowledge for your journey. Now, expanding on this sacred circle, we recognize that it's not just your adoptive or biological family that plays a role in your life, but also your energetic family, your friends, your coworkers, your spouses, and your children, all intertwined, your pets, in this sacred circle, adding layers of depth and meaning to your spiritual journey. These relationships, whether brief or long-lasting, they form an intricate web of energetic connections that expand beyond time and space. And each individual, whether from your past, your present, or even your future, contributes to the co-creation of your life's path. As you grow and heal, expand in your spiritual journey, more of its divine details are revealed to you in these moments. And with each lesson learned and each challenge that you overcome, you unlock a new opportunity to manifest greater beauty and joy in your life. But there is a divine order to this unfolding. Some lessons must be embraced and understood before you can move forward into the next chapter of your life. Each step bringing you closer to the full realization of your sacred soul plan. And in this heavenly council, you are surrounded by love in its purest form. You are deeply supported by the love and the wisdom of your angel team and your earthly families, all of whom are dedicated to your growth and fulfillment in some way. Together, you co-create a life of meaning, purpose, and divine alignment, ready to unfold its perfect time. The people who come into your life, whether for 30 seconds or 30 years, do so for reasons that are woven into this sacred plan. They are placed in your path for seasons of growth, for learning and love, and each encounter is a part of a strategic divine design that guides your journey. And by embracing this perspective, you can find peace in the understanding that everything in your life is happening for a reason, even if that reason is not immediately clear. In this divine council, you and your spiritual family work in harmony, guiding you to fulfill your soul's sacred blueprint. Together, you are weaving a beautiful, interconnected tapestry where love, support, and divine guidance are illuminated every step of your journey, awakening something deep within you. So in these moments of recognizing that you have written the plan of your life, not necessarily the circumstances that have happened to you, but what can you do with that circumstance? And how can you turn it into this perspective of learning, growing, transforming, and healing? How can you help others heal? So as we come to a close for this week's podcast, I encourage you to reflect on your role as the healer of not just yourself, but your lineage. Whether you feel connected to your biological family or not, your presence here is a part of a greater plan. Not everyone will answer this calling. So take this time to offer yourself this opportunity to heal from a deeper space, deep within your soul. Call upon your angels and ancestors for guidance, and know that your healing creates ripples for generations to come. Here's my closing reflection for you. Your soul is whispering for you to remember why you are here, and that you are not here by accident, and that you are chosen. You are being called to stand tall and to allow yourself to see truth. Follow through. Follow through with inspired action, your healing, and your love, because you are creating a powerful legacy that will echo through time. In this moment, I thank you. I see you. I know you. Thank you so much for joining me this week on angels, adoption, and ancestors. And I would love to hear your thoughts, your feedback on today's episode. So feel free to share your comments and reflections where it is offered. And I look forward to starting a new week with you next time, where we'll welcome another beautiful angel into our journey. Until then, may your heart be light, your spirit be free, and your path be illuminated by the wisdom of the angels and ancestors. And so it is.